Hi, I'm Regina, and you are you. So, welcome to the Trans Voices of Love and Kindness channel. And I just popped on here today to say Happy New Year. What a glorious new year we've got going for us. Here we are, the first day into it's colder than all get out outside here in the Northwest, and we just got a foot of snow or so the other day, and I got my driveway shoveled out yesterday finally after a couple of days of being stranded at home, and I'm just excited about all the good things that are going to happen. Nicaragua. What a wonderful coffee. You know, I've been doing business as Raised Roast for several years now, and we have one of the finer coffees, or at least that's what I'm told, in Washington State. And I'm just a really small roastery, don't really want to get very big, but I'd certainly sell a few pounds, you know what I mean? Um, Coffees are wonderful things. We It's been explained to me that single origin, which I've always said was what I kind of specialized in, really just meant from a country, and I go way beyond that. I do like estate coffees more than anything else, and sometimes from co-ops, which are, a bunch of small farmers pooling their resources and coffee together to be able to demand a higher price, and they work as a unit, and so it's easier to fill containers, because a lot of places won't do real small um, lots of coffee, from like a single farm. So a lot of these farms, the single estate coffees are very small amounts, and like maybe less than 100 bags. What would that be? About, I don't know, a ton of coffee of any given lot, and so it's an interesting thing. I like the estate coffees, and not every place, you won't get estate coffees from like Starbucks or some of the big companies, because they're just too big. They just lump everything together, and it takes small roasters like myself to do these estate coffees, or at least the smaller, oh gosh. And it's so much fun. So much fun. So anyway, that's about all I'm going to talk about coffee today. Raised Roast, REYSROAST. That's my brand, and don't confuse me with the RAY people. Um, Oh gosh, I don't know when we're coming back to do the show. Soon, I imagine, but we'll see when Casey's got time and when Lara's ready, and they'll just let me know, and then that's what we're looking at. In the meantime, I'm going to do these uploads a few minutes, and I kind of need this. I have sat around for the last week and just been, I'm not going to say depressed, but for the most part depressed. Um, I did a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of reading, and gosh, watched a movie here or two here or there, and seen some pretty interesting stuff. We did a few shows about climate change and whatnot, and it was interesting that one of the main movies through this holiday season has been a satire about climate change. Don't Look Up, I think it was, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence and Meryl Streep and a bunch of A-listers. Jonah Hill was really funny in it, and just kind of a cool movie, and it's about some asteroid getting ready to wipe out Earth, and nobody will listen to the people trying to tell them. And it goes on. You know, there's lots of different parallels that in our common society today that you can see in this movie. It just kind of happenstance, and it's interesting, you know. And then, oh, what else have I done? I didn't make it to Las Vegas for Christmas, and I think that's kind of why I've just been hiding out here at the house. I didn't have to roast coffee because I got it all done for a couple of weeks, and oh my gosh, that's good. Mercy. Oh, lost track of what I was saying, but yeah, I've been sitting here. I kind of read this book, and it's supposed to be kind of a spiritual deal, you know, old Chinese spiritual thing, and this is like a newly retranslated, and it's Zhuangzi is the way I pronounce that. I don't know if that's correct or what. I don't. If I'm not right, I mean no offense. I'm not trying to butcher anybody's name. I just can't. I just don't know how to pronounce Mandarin or that kind of dialect, and so, but I found this to be somewhat amusing, and so I'd like to read a little bit to you. I always think of this is my George Carlin imitation, and so, you know, bear with me because I don't know if this will work or what. I've never done anything like this before, but I have read to you, so you're all kind of used to me doing that. So anyway, here we go, and kind of like take it with a grain of salt. There is no thing that is not a that. There is no thing that is not a this. One is oneself, also a that, an other, but this is not something one can directly see. Rather, it is known through the understanding which thus says thatness emerges from thisness. So you got that. Thatness emerges from thisness. That doesn't take a lot of fucking brains, you know, to figure that out. Where was I now? This is its theory of the simultaneous generation of the this and the that. However, by the very same token, it can say that their simultaneous generation means also their simultaneous demise and vice versa. What? Where are we going with all of this? And it doesn't, when it affirms either one, it simultaneously finds it has denied it. When it denies it, either one, when it denies either one, it simultaneously finds it has affirmed it. By going along with the affirmation, it goes along with the denial. By going along with the denial, it also goes along with the affirmation. So, like, y'all getting this? Holy smokes. You know, I don't know. So you got this and you got that, and then you don't have this and you don't have that, because once, you know, back and forth we go, you know. Thus, the sage does not proceed from any one of these alone, but instead lets them all bask in the broad daylight of heaven. That is also a way of going along with the rightness of each this, going along with the thisness itself. For to be a this is in fact also to be a that. Whoa! How long does this go on? And every that is also a this. That is then itself both this and not this. Both is right and wrong, but this is also itself already both this and not this. I'm not kidding you, This is really written in this book. Both are right and wrong. But this is also itself both this and not this, both a right and a wrong. So is there really any this as opposed to not this? Any right as opposed to wrong? Or is there really no this as opposed to not this, no right as opposed to wrong? A state where this and not this, right and wrong, are no longer coupled as opposites is called course as axis. The axis of all courses. When this axis finds its place in the center, it responds with all the endless things it confronts, thwarted by none. For it has an endless supply of rights and an endless supply of wrongs. Thus I say, nothing compares to the illumination of the obvious. And with that, I stop. I shall go no further because it's neither right nor wrong. It's neither this nor that. And at the same time, it's all of the above. It's this, it's that, it's right, it's wrong. And that's kind of the way life is. You know, there is a certain, when I have read this time and time and time again, there is a certain amount of truth to what they say. I think it's all true. And it's amusing to me that there is no right, there is no wrong. There is this, and there's a certain thisness in that. And vice versa. There's a certain thatness in this. And we go on and on and on. And I wanted to keep this short, so I'm going to just like bow out for right now and have a happy new year and celebrate the this and the that. Enjoy. You know, it's a choice. We can choose to enjoy today or we can do something different than that. So have a good day, have a good year, have a good week, have a good life. And love you all. You take care, and we'll see you next time.